It looks like it's loading. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are live, please bear with us. We are having some technical difficulty, but we will. It looks like it's loading right now. Looks
Yeah,
like
it says we're meeting. It says it's on.
Oh, does it? Are we live?
Yes. Right, on our screen, it says live.
Okay. All right.
Huh?
All right. Coach Clee is live. Yes, he is. Yeah, look right now. All right. Let me switch this back. Turn this down. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Sorry that we are delayed for by a few minutes. We were live having technical difficulty. It's probably because everyone's on their Zooms or on their phones or internet's slowed down a little bit because of everything that's going on. We hope everyone is safe. We hope everyone is healthy. We hope everyone is practicing the social distancing and they're making sure they're washing their hands and sanitizing themselves and staying clean and keeping hydrated. All right. It's Coach Clee coming at you. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker. Right now, I need to know what the energy levels are, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I do want you to understand this is an interactive live, so please post your comments. If this is your first time joining us, put your name and where you're from in the comment section, and we will give you that shout out that you're looking for. If it's not your first time and you know what the rules are, please feel free to go ahead and communicate like you normally do, but do understand that there's about a 5 to 10 second delay. So from the time that you post something till the time that we see it, in 5 to 10 seconds may have gone by. We may be further along or actually onto a new or different topic. So bear with us, but we will acknowledge your comment and answer all questions as they come. I got a very special guest in the lab live stream today, and I'll introduce her in a minute. But right now, I need to know what the energy levels are. I need to know what the energy levels are like. So if you had a good day today, I need you to put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section if you had a good day today. And you know, Shayla and Shawna, I don't believe in bad days. I like to call them character building days because you can learn from them, you can build from them, you can grow from them. They're necessary because they make you appreciate the outstanding days that much more better. So if you had a character building day, AKA a bad day, and today I need you to put a 2. Looks like a peace sign. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day, and hopefully tomorrow's a better day for you. And I'm going to put, at the end of this live, I know I skipped, I'm going to put a 1 in the comment section. But if you had an outstanding day, if you just had one of those wonderful, marvelous, stupendous days, I need you to put a 0 in that chunk. Put a 0 in the comment section if you had an outstanding day. It's kind of like it's a bubble, and you're right there in the middle of that bubble, and nothing's penetrated. Put a 0 in that comment section if you had a good day today. I'm going to put 1 at the end of the live. Shawna, what are you going to put at the end of the live?
I'm going to see. All right, now I'm on a 1, 2.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I hope that 2 changes over to a 1. Because I know the character building days, I hope either tomorrow or later on today should be a better day for you. Yeah. Shayla, what are you going to put at the end of the live?
I think I'm going to put a 0.
Oh, outstanding. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you.
Well, we have 2 moments right before this goes live, and then we get it together.
Yeah, that looks like a good location that you're at, too. We'll talk about that in a minute. However, please, ladies and gentlemen, you're already on the Facebook page we're live streaming from. If you haven't already, please like the Coach Clee page. If you and tag 5 friends and ask them to watch this live and make sure they watch the page too. And if you haven't already, check out the YouTube page. This video will be uploaded on the YouTube page. We're not live streaming there yet. That's also the same name. Make sure you subscribe to it. It's Coach Clee. All right, Coach Clee Facebook, Coach Clee YouTube. Also, not right now, but also at the end of this live, it'll be posted above. Check out the website, workwithclee.com, and you'll see multiple different things on that website. There's a bunch of different things, good things on the website. On the website, you will see my pet project, my baby right here, March 4th. It's a motivational empowerment book on finding your own breakthrough. I wrote this. We talk about toxic people, toxic situations. We talk about courage. We talk about taking care of yourself. So many wonderful things are in this book right here, March 4th. And we just celebrated the 2-year anniversary sometime last month. That's on the website. Please, and when you get the opportunity, check out Jason Brown, Herb Thompson, Clarence Stokes, and myself. We wrote No Shade, All Light. It's 25 of our favorite quotes and what they mean to us. So there's over 100 quotes in this book with meaning. And it definitely not last. It's not out yet. Some of you already know, some of you don't. But the next book my next solo book's about to drop June 1st. So stay tuned for that one. #Grudge is on the way, and it looks good too. I just saw some updated final products that are coming through. And thanks all of you that have donated for the sponsorship or the pre-sale. It was greatly appreciated, and that information will be in there. Coach Clee Apparel is no longer on the website. Inbox me, text me, get a hold of me. I do have some in the stash. I can get you some. But what is on the website is the Stark alkaline water and other delicious Stark products. All right. That is on the website, workwithclee.com. And I'll just discuss this water in a minute. If you haven't already tried some, you need to get some in your life. It's very healthy and it's very delicious. Wouldn't you agree, Shayla? You're muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was using that as a segue to introduce you so you can handle your segment.
I can handle my segment. Trust me. Anyway, hey guys, I'm coming from a whole different place from the stairwell. So I asked for a light. I apologize. My lighting is not as good as Coach Clee's. You know, he has 4 lights going over there. I asked for one to be donated to my space and it was not. But anyway, coming live from
this is what we're doing?
The stairwell. Anyway, stop interrupting me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, as I say every week, just before we go into these businesses that we want to shout out, just be mindful of the current times. I know some of these businesses cannot be supported during this time due to circumstances of not being open and things like that. So once we are back to whatever our new norm will be, and they're able to have some of their services out there, please look into them. Some of them are offering some unique services right now during these times. They kind of adjusted their business to fit our current situation. So if you are able to, please make sure you support them in any capacity, even if it's just going to their page and liking and supporting their business on Facebook or Instagram. That is support. You know, it doesn't always mean spending money. It just means going and showing them some support and seeing what they have going on. So first, I'll start with Hooper Memorial Home Incorporated. They serve families in need of pre-planning, funerals, and cremation services. They're located at 3532 Walnut Street in Harrisburg, and they can be reached at 717-651-1000. We'll make sure we have that information and all of the other business information at the top of this live once we're finished here. Next one we want to move into is Unrivaled Muay Thai. They offer a variety of martial arts services to include Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and kickboxing. Just a note, kickboxing is only for those that are 13 years of age and older. All the other classes that they offer can be are appropriate for all ages. And they are located in Harrisburg at 2200 Woodview Drive. Then moving to CNC Hair Studios with Christopher O. They are a local hair studio located at 2033 Linglestown Road in Harrisburg. They offer a variety of services for men and women, including precision haircuts and styles, color services. They also have hair loss products, wigs and extensions, and also do silk press. Then moving to one of my favorites, Spice Girl Caterers. They are involved with events both big and small. Right now, they are offering 5 and 7 meal plans, for portion control. During this time, I know it's very easy for us to get carried away with what we're eating. We're in the house, we're just snacking. So make sure you check them out for the portion control meals that they're offering and supporting their business in that way. The website is ljspicegirl.com, or you can message award-winning chef Jeremy Davenport on Facebook at Spice Girl Caterers and also on Instagram at Spice Girl Flavor. Last but certainly not least, we have T-Max Fitness Bootcamp with Sean Thompson. Right now, he is offering an online bootcamp group on Facebook. You can search them at T-Max Fitness at Home Bootcamp. And we'll have that information at the top of this as well. Once things are back to normal, he does also offer bootcamp Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5:30 a.m. and Saturdays at 7. And for those of you that are not morning people, like myself sometimes, I used to be, you can check out his classes that he has in the evening on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Again, please do what you can to support these businesses. We have some really amazing businesses doing great things during this time. A lot of them are trying to give back to the community as well. So whatever we can do to support them would be great. Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous. So you did that. The lightings looked just great. The background was perfect, and you did a tremendous job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I see Cody's on. Thank you for tuning in. I see Sonya's on. Thank you for tuning in. If you didn't see her video was nice with paparazzi on there. They did the family, the Don't Rush video. Kia's on watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. Cody had a good day today. Shayla's not watching. She just logged off. She is not live from the stairwell anymore. However, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you, all right? I have a wife. I have a mother. I have a motivational speaker. She also, if you haven't caught her page, she does this very frequently where she gives tips. She calls it Morning Tea with Shawna. and she gives a lot of motivational tips and highlights about her day and life and things. The one that I saw not too long ago was the one about the beads and the lady from California, and maybe she'll enlighten us with a little bit of that, or if not, then we'll watch the video and see. But she's also an artist. She does crafts, she does poetry, she does photography. She has her other Facebook page, One Crafty Sister. Check out these Facebook pages, ladies and gentlemen. I introduce to you Shawna Purdy Beaver. Give her some thumbs up, give her some hearts. She is in the streaming. Shawna, thank you for coming and tuning in with us today and being on live show. Shawna, how are you feeling today? I know I've already asked you that because you already put your 1-2 now. How you feeling right now?
Yeah. Well, I had a 2-day. It started out, but it's a 1. I'm feeling good. I'm blessed. I'm here. I'm living. I'm breathing.
Absolutely. I'm glad we could change that 2 to a 1. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, let me see. I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 this year.
Okay.
I was a single parent for 17 years. I've been married now for almost 10 years.
Okay.
I love my husband. Shout out to my husband, Kelly Beaver.
Shout out.
Let me see what else. I'm an artist. I love pottery, crafts, anything like that I can get in my hands and do. I love people. That's my thing. I'm a people lover. I love people. I love helping people. I love lifting people up, encouraging people. That's my thing. That's my gift, is to just help people, and I'm good at it because I love it.
Absolutely. You can see your passion coming through when you talk, and you can definitely see it on your videos when you're talking or giving motivational moments as well. So you can tell that you're good at it, and you can tell that it's part of you. It's a burning desire. And so I'm looking forward to kind of digging a little deeper and getting to know some of the things that you just kind of told us about yourself. But first, you still have yours? I have mine. Do you still have your spark water? Because we done said a mouthful already, but how do we take a little sample of this? I'm gonna twist the top off. Let me. And what you think about that water there?
That's good.
Yeah,
It's good. Nice clean taste. It don't leave my mouth nasty. It ain't drying. That's good. I would drink it again. I would buy this.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's stark alkaline water. And for those of you that don't know, alkaline water helps neutralize the acid in your body. So the more acid that your body has, the more you're prone to diseases, the common colds, the flus, the cancers, so many different things. If you take the acid out of your body, you're healthier. You have more energy. You sleep better. Your digestion system works better. You're hydrated. You lose weight. So many wonderful things. And it just tastes like a fresher version of water. It's very crisp. It's very, very fresh, free-flowing water. I like to drink it lukewarm or ice cold. Like I said, it's in the website. Check the website out. It's not posted right now. It will be posted later. But that is some delicious water. And thank you for sampling that. I appreciate that.
Yes, I love good water.
Yeah, so do I. Especially in times and moments like this.
Yes,
we're gonna jump right into the interview because that's what everyone wants to hear, and that's what I want to hear. Get some more information about as well. You put down that you're a motivational speaker. What's it like to be a motivational speaker, and what got you in the business of doing that?
Well, I really it's my life. Okay. So we didn't really grow up the easiest. You know, I grew up a home manor, 2D home manor. Shout out to home manor. We grew up in a time though where all the neighbors knew each other. You left your door open, you borrowed a cup of sugar. You know, the girl next door watched your kids so you could go do whatever you needed to do.
Right.
You know, I guess for me, for other people would say, oh, we was poor, you know, but I never knew that because, you know, I was a little chunky girl. So we always ate. We had everything we need. We were loved, you know what I'm saying? But I would see, I would be hurt. You know, I'll get hurt by some things. My father wasn't there. He went on to be with the Lord. And we were cool by the time he left. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that. My mom raised me excellent. Shout out to my mom. I love you. She's excellent mother, one of the best mothers in the world, the best for me. Not an easy mom. You know what I mean? She's tough, but she's fair. I'm the oldest granddaughter. I'm the oldest daughter. I got a brother, and then I have some stepbrothers, but we don't call them that. We just brothers and sisters. That's how we roll.
Right.
But through my life, I was hurt over some things and stuff, and I wouldn't want people to be hurt.
Okay.
That was it. Because I knew what it felt like. I wouldn't want people to be left out because I knew what it was like to be left out. I wouldn't want people to be overlooked because I knew what it was like to be overlooked.
Right.
So somewhere along the lines, I made it my mission to encourage people when they were left out, when they were overlooked, so that they would know that somebody cared about them.
Okay. Nice. That's a good inspiration. That's a good starter. I see Justin's on. I see Ron's on. Arlene's on. Thank you guys for tuning in. Calvin's on. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. But you kind of highlighted a little bit on it, some of the setbacks that you had in life. But what are the setbacks that you would like to share with us that you use to help people today to get to a better or higher place in their life?
Oh man, let me see. I would say being a single parent.
Okay.
I have my daughter, my oldest daughter, Lenice, who I love dearly, she gave me a run for my money. You know what I mean? Because she is stubborn, but I just try to get it going in the right direction. I don't want her to lose it. I want her to use it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want her to lose it. I want her to use it. Mm-hmm. So when I had her, I was 21, 22, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize the struggles I would have to face. I didn't know them. Right. Even though I grew up with my mom, because my mom did it so well, mm-hmm. Even when we were struggling, I didn't worry because I knew my mom, she held it down. Correct. So when I did start struggling and I wanted to do better for my daughters, I wanted them to see that you didn't have to have a lot of men running through the house. Mm-hmm. I didn't do that. That's just my personal preference, nothing against anybody else. Mm-hmm. I wanted them to know that you could be better than you were the day before. And I wanted them to know that they had to do that with Christ. Okay. It takes God. I was one of those, we going to church. And then I had to get my balance with church. You know what I mean? I had to do that too, because there's church hurt. And then I had to, learn through all these years that, and my daughters watched me get hurt. And I had to let them know, listen, that's not God, that's people. People are always going to be fallible, but God is not. So teaching them that lesson and wanting them to learn that you don't quit. And even when you quit, you get back up and you fight another day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So those type of things. Also, I would say finances. Finances were rough because I didn't pick the best without dissing, their fathers. Right. I didn't pick the best as far as where they were in their life. Mm-hmm. So I did most of it by myself with the help of whoever God sent, especially my mom. I'm grateful for my husband. My husband came when my daughters were teens and he went through it. He is their father 100% here because he went through the rough years, Good for him.
Yeah,
this gray hair in the front here. I got this from them teen years. That was not there before they hit them teens.
Trust me, I know the feeling.
So that's where my struggle was really. Mm-hmm. I've had so many. When I met you today, I was underneath my car, right? I had oil and stuff on my hands. I learned how to fix my cars because I didn't have the money to pay people. Mm-hmm. So I would go, this is old school now. This is old school code. I would go to Pep Boys and they would have the books, the manuals on your car, every book. So I would here and I would read them. All right, how I fix the brakes. Wow. I would read them and I'd be like, okay, because if I could see it, I could do it. Mm-hmm. Then I would go home and I would fix my brakes. I would. And then if I got stuck, I would always be nice to people and I would have a contact person. So I had a contact person at Pep Boys. I would call him. I would be like, hey, this is what's going on. This ain't working. He was like, this is what's wrong. I would go back and then he'd be like, trying to try this, here, use this. And then the next thing you know, my brakes was fixed. We was rolling, so.
You learned through necessity. I did.
Mm-hmm. I did, Mm-hmm. So I just kept on. It was I think that was my biggest accomplishments, but also one of my biggest adversaries. Because I would feel like, why do I have to do it this way? How come I can't why can't Mr. Max down the street just come fix my car? And I was saying, why don't I have the money? But it built something in me. Mm-hmm. And then it also pulled out the things in me where I became a jack of all trades, so
Right.
to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned how to master being a jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute, I could do that. Oh, hold on, I can do that. Oh, give me a second, I could do that. I just needed to learn it. And if I could learn it, I can do it. And now if I can learn it, I can do it, I can teach it. So now
Even better.
I want to share, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So your trial by fire actually had you come out shining like pure gold, and not only is your gold dust sprinkling on other people, so they're learning through you, but I mean they're coming out shining themselves.
Yes.
So you had to go through it.
Yes, and I don't want them to. It's some things I didn't have to go to because my mom went through it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned some things just from talking to her,
Mm-hmm.
just from, you know what, Shawna, I don't think you should do that. I think you should look at this, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to be able to hear that same message. Now, you might step out there on your own and learn. Everybody got to fall. Everybody got to make mistakes.
Exactly.
But sometimes you got to listen to that one key thing that somebody says, I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You better recognize that when it come, you be like, it'll ring, it'll keep ringing in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do it, you be like, man, I should have listened.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't, then you be like, whoo, I dodged that bullet.
Yeah, and that's a good feeling to know that you dodged some bullets. Trust me.
Yes, indeed.
I see Jason Brown's watching. Thank you for tuning in. He commented, failure is not an option. Great lessons. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
The Haynes manuals, that's what Ron Arrington's talking about. He's on. And Jason's commented also saying you did this pre-YouTube, so he really loves it because you had to actually go down with the nitty-gritty with the grind.
That's right.
Exactly. So through all this, I know that you've helped a lot of people, from including your daughters, to just by going live with your morning teas and wonderful experiences and your advice that you give. But what else? I know that you're an artist and you like crafts. Can you explain a little bit about that to us?
Oh yes. I always like to put stuff together or tear it apart in my head.
Okay.
It's my dad's fault. Let me tell you about my father. So
Okay.
His name's Perry. He was Perry, and he passed. He's from McConnellsburg, and my dad was an artist in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
He used to do plaster Paris molds. That was his thing. It would be when I got older, I would walk in people's house. I'd be like, "Oh, you know my dad," and they'd be like, "I don't know your dad." I said, "Well, he sold you them 2 molds that's up on the wall," and they'd be like, Pumpkin's your dad. I'd be like, "Yeah, Pumpkin's my dad." So what happened was when my cars needed fixed and when me and my dad's relationship got to be a little better, I'd be like, "Dad, my thermostat's out or doing this or that." And I didn't know the technical jargon and stuff at the time. And he'd be like, he would come over and he'd be like, all right, baby girl, I bought it. I'm gonna bring it over. I'm gonna bring you the tools. And he'd be like, because he always wanted a boy. He didn't get none. He had all girls.
Okay.
And he would be like, you just take out these 2 bolts. See, these 2 right here. And then put that back and make sure it's clean and it's tight or it ain't gonna work. So that's how I kind of had to learn on that way. So when I ran into art, I was just like, oh my God. And I make soap. I make my own soap. I learned how to do that on YouTube.
Okay.
I love that. I did that. I did jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
I've painted. I have so many things in this house. Bless my husband's heart. Bless him, because every time I find a new thing, he's like, "Oh my God, how much is it gonna cost?" You know what I mean? So,
I feel him.
yes. I blow glass. I've blown glass. I love blowing glass. That's awesome. Hot but awesome.
Wow.
And what happened was I went from blowing glass to doing ceramics. And I love mud. I love clay.
Okay.
It is an amazing feeling to get a ball of clay, ball of dirt. It got to be just like God, except for we just little gods on the earth. Put it on the wheel and learning how to use the machine. And when you get done, you have a cup. You know what I mean? You can't use it yet, but you can see it. You know that's what it is. And your hands made that. That's amazing. I love that.
I hear the passion. Listen to
it. I love it. I had the same feeling with photography. I'm old school. I do digital because that's the nature of the beast right now. And I do enjoy it. But I love film. Film photography, when you put that negative in that solution, and then you watch it come up on that paper, it's the same feeling I get when I'm on the wheel.
Okay.
And I said, oh my God, did you see that? It could be the worst picture because I didn't have some terrible, terrible pictures. But I'm so proud of that little ugly picture that didn't come out right. I was like, look at that. Did you see? So I'm in a dark room and there's nobody there but me because I'm in the dark room. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Well, and then I got to walk out the dark room, show somebody, So that's
right
how I
about
am.
your work. I know.
Yes. When I'm excited about something like that, that's just how it is. Yep. So I've been doing ceramics now for some years. I have a Facebook page, Shawna Renee Pottery. We're kind of in a little bit limbo because I can't fire. So I haven't really been throwing. I don't have a place to finish. So, I don't want pots just sitting around dusty and dusting up my house and things like that.
Your husband still be mad about something?
Yeah. Oh, he didn't. The clay didn't been everywhere. Everywhere. It's just clay. So he's doing good now. He's happy. Except for the beads.
Yeah. You were telling me about that story before we went live.
Yeah, I'm making waist beads right now. I'll be up on my site soon. I'll be selling them.
Okay.
And I'll, for some reason I might break them or I might drop them. And then he's walking past and he's like, because he's stepping on beads. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's how I got into art. Art was just innately a part of who I am. I'm a hairdresser. I've been doing hair for 20 something years. I have my license in cosmetology and a teacher's license. I thought about doing high school teaching, but when I think about it, it don't gel with me. It don't.
So the thought came in, but it didn't take. It didn't take root.
So, but I do love to teach, and that's what I love to do. I love that.
Okay. Well, I see Shandon's on. Thank you for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. Old high school friend, football buddy. And Ron also said that you played the saxophone and he knew that you were artfully gifted then.
Yes, Ron J. Hi, Ron. Yes, I played sax. I played all three saxes. I played Barry sax. I marched with that. Okay. I played the alto and I played the tenor. I played the clarinet. I played the bass clarinet. Wow. I played the trombone. I tried the trumpet, but it was too tight for my lips. I played the cello, and a little teeny bit of violin.
Strings. Got the strings.
Cello, yeah, just a little bit on the violin.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: What don't you do? Because you've listed a lot of different cliches and genres.
I don't. It's stuff. I don't know. I just do. You know what? When I went back to college, I went to college in Bloomsburg when I got out of high school. Okay. And I came home because I wasn't ready. Mentally and all of that stuff. And
I understand.
I was in a school where I was not the predominant color. And when I came home, and then I went back to college just a few years ago, I actually have my associates in my FA in photography. Okay. I'm a few credits short of getting my business associate, so I'm going to do that once that gets started. Okay. But when I went back to school, I had the mentality to say, I don't want to just go to college for the degree. I want the degree. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to go to learn. Do you remember when college was about learning?
Yeah, I do.
School was about learning. You didn't know something, you learned something. Mm-hmm. You didn't know how to do it, someone taught you. Mm-hmm. So I was there and I was doing my business classes and I had electives to take, and I ran into photography. Okay. I met the head of the photography department and he was like, when are you going to switch your major? I was like, wow. My major, I'm almost done. You know what I mean? And it stayed with me. And I think like the next week I switched my major to photography. And then the same thing happened with me going to clay. I needed another elective and I had blown glass, and then I tried clay, and then I just fell in love with it. Okay. So I think that if there's something that you always wanted to do, why not do it? Mm-hmm. You only got one life.
Absolutely.
On this earth, after you leave here, that's something else. But if you want to sing, sing. Don't matter if people don't like the way you sing. You want to dance, dance. I dance salsa. I've been dancing salsa now for about 9-10 years. I'm good at that. I can rock out on some salsa. I'm serious. I love that. I've been in groups. I've performed. I've done tango. I've done smooth dances, and I've just been blessed to do a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that you said that, because the event that me and you met at was Vera's event in January.
Yes.
And I mean, not knowing that would be, I think you also said that would be the last time that you would see her. I know it was the last time that I would see her.
Yeah.
But she also, when she was live, she said, and I'm misquoting it, but she basically said, live your life as if it's the final act, because there is no restarts. You don't get any second chances. Live it to the extreme. And that's basically the same thing that you're telling us to do. And what you're doing is, if you have something that you want to do, whether you think you're good at it or not, just go out there and do it. It's and you live your life with the purpose. Exactly.
Yeah, I used to watch Idol, when it first came on back in the day. Mm-hmm. And they would have the people, you remember the guy, she bang, you're right. And people would tease him and stuff. And people, even people who were not the best singers, that's what I would get on there, and they would say something, and they'd be like, Shawna, what you think? I'd be like, they got more heart than me. I said, they once stood in line the whole time, one on there performing. I said, whether they sound good or not, they did better than you I did, because they went.
Yep.
I said, I know people who go below, and they won't go try out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you won't go try out.
Sometimes the art of winning is just showing up.
That's it.
Just show up.
That's it.
Yeah. So what got you doing these morning teas with Shawna, and how often do you do these?
Well, what happened was some time ago, I got a friend, her name's Beatrice, old school name, right? But that's her name. And I used to do these little inspirational nuggets. That's what I would call them. And this time I would get a thought from the Lord and I would share. And then I felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. So I stopped. And I ran into her on the street. She's like, hey, Shawna. I said, what's up, babe? How you doing? You know how we do. Girl, I ain't seen you in a month for Sundays, blah, 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 blah. And she said, what happened? I was like, what? She's like, you stopped doing your inspirational things. I haven't seen any in a while. I said, oh, I didn't know if they were really helping. She's like, well, they helped me. Wow. And I was like, oh. So that stuck with me for a while. Now, it didn't just happen like right away. I did it again.
Right.
And then my pastor, I got a good pastor, Keith Avery. That's my pastor. Shout out to my pastor. And Linda Avery. Shout out to my pastor. I have a good pastor. So my pastor was, he preaches a lot about God going after the one. He'll leave the 99. He'll go get one. Right. So I was watching another YouTuber and blah, 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 inspirational speaker, really good dude. I love watching him, whose name I won't mention.
Okay.
And he said, he was talking about the other day how he had ended up in somebody's live, and there's only like 8 people in the room, and he made number 8. So he was going to teach him how to get more people, right? Which is good. I think that's good, especially if that's where you're going. But then it came back to me about the one. And then I saw Beatrice's face. And then I heard Beatrice's voice. That's how God worked with me.
Yeah, it all clicked. Yep.
Right, it all clicked. And I was like, I'm going to go after the one. I said, if I can get the one, and then I told, I think on one of my lives, I was like, yeah, if I can get one, then I did my job. Because when Billy Graham gave his life to the Lord, the preacher who came preached, I think, for like a week or 2, and nobody got saved. The last night, Billy Graham got saved, little boy. He's the only one in the whole thing. And look what that man did. He was the only one. I said, so God sent that man all the way there for all that time just to get Billy Graham. So if I can get one person, I did my job.
Yeah.
Whichever one it is. Because I want people to know that God loves you. I love you, and you're loved. And don't ever forget that. You know what I mean? That's it.
So how do you do this once a week, or once a couple weeks, every other bi-weekly, or whenever you get the mode?
I get it whenever I get when I get something, but I'm trying to get something a little bit more stable. So I'm thinking about doing it maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure. But I do announce when I'm going to have one. I'll be like morning tea, and I just put it up. And usually somebody be like, I'm ready. You know what I mean? So I know I'm right. I'm on the money. So I don't want to get locked into a systematic type of thing. I want to always be able to hear the voice of God and say, no, somebody needs it today. but I do understand that people also need consistency. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find that balance, as well as being a wife and a mother, because my daughters are grown, but they still need me time to time, and a grandmother. I got 5 grandbabies. I love my grandbabies.
Okay, look at you go.
Yeah, so we got 5. Oh my goodness, I love them. And I spoil them. I do. So
Yeah, you like you're supposed to.
that's right. I'm the grandmama. I get the spoil. And I also am the one in my family. It's always that one. Do you know what I'm saying? I make sure my mom's straight. Not that my brother don't do the good job, but I'm the oldest. You know what I mean? So I make sure my girls are straight. You know, I check on this person. I make sure I'm that person. For a long time, I didn't like it, and it gets tiring and all of that. But it's what God called me to do, and I'm okay with that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
When you're living within your purpose,
That's right.
You enjoy it.
When you accept your purpose, man, it's easier. And versus when you're kicking at it, you know, I don't want to do this. Oh, why I gotta be the one? Because you're the one. That's why. That's it. It's
basically fighting against yourself, doing it. And look at Shayla talking. Vera's still connecting. Absolutely is, because without Vera's event, we wouldn't. I won't say we would have never met, but we were meant to meet that day, so we can do this live today. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Jason Brown says a Renaissance woman for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. I like that.
So not only do you have your morning tea page, you also have your One Crafty Sister page, correct, on Facebook?
Yeah.
I know you touched on that a little bit, but can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Oh, sure. I put up, right now I'm putting up things that I'm making, things that I'm selling. I'm also going to start putting up, when I get the feel for it, because I'm a little bit, I'm going to put up how-tos. For other people, yeah, like say you want to learn how to do something. I work with a Cricut machine, how to work with that, how to make cards, how to make soap, how to make, different things like that. Because I love teaching. So, if somebody want to learn it, then I'm willing to teach it. Some things it'll pay. You have to pay, because I had to pay to learn how to do it. And then some things I'll just, it's out there. I'll just share. Why not share? You got to be able to give something. You gotta sow somewhere, but you also got to reap. So you got to know when to sow and when to reap.
You absolutely do. That's in the Bible, 100%. So I know as of right now, with the world basically shut down for right now with the quarantine and all. But did you have any events in the past or any accomplishments that you would want to share with us with any of your multiple areas of expertise? Did you have any events that you would sell any products?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We would do, I went to hat. So I'm actually the president of our ceramics club right now, even though we're, on the low. So we have events where we sell our products. We have them on campus. And then we also did the Arts Fest every year. We do the Arts Fest. You usually find us by the bridge. Right now, we, of course, because of what's going on now, we don't know. But also some things going on with some changes in the college. So we're not even sure if we're going to have a class.
Right. A lot of things are up in the air right now.
Right. So they're doing some changes. Even before that, they were doing some changes as far as getting rid of a lot of the art classes and classes that cost more money. So we don't know, but we're going to continue either way, because you might can take our place where we can practice, but you can't take our knowledge.
Exactly. Right. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
That's
so
right.
What gives you the inspiration to keep moving forward today, to keep actually working within your craft right now? What inspires you?
Oh man. I love women.
Okay.
Right. I love women because I was a single parent and I have daughters. I have daughters. I have 2 daughters, and then I have 2 stepdaughters. They're twins.
Okay.
Dynasty and Destiny, and I have 1 stepson and I just call him my son and my daughters. I don't really do the step. And he's just getting ready to graduate. He's the brain. He's funny. He thinks it's me. He's not really, but I love him. And you gotta keep living, right? You got to keep breathing.
You do.
You got to keep breathing. So this is personal. So, but I always share where I'm led.
Okay.
So some years ago when we got married, my husband and I were trying to have, another baby, and my body just was not prepared.
Okay.
And we lost the baby.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I remember being devastated. Right? I mean, just want to lay down, not get back up. And it didn't matter. People didn't understand, and I don't care if you understood. You didn't understand because it was me. Know.
Right.
And then I remember the deliverance that God brought me. I was watching The View or something. I ain't never seen this in my life. I know it was God. And they had the guy on there who wrote Purpose Driven Life. His son committed suicide.
Okay. Wow.
And he was talking about the stages of grief, right? He said, people say there's 5 stages. He said, there's 7. He said, I got to the point where I was asking God why. And it's a pastor, this is a famous real, and I was like, yeah, why? Now I'm talking to the TV like he's talking to me.
Right.
It wasn't nobody else in the room, it was just me, him, and the girls on the couch. And I remember Carrie Shepherd was doing the same thing to him. You could tell she was going through some stuff. And I was like, why? Yeah, why? Because now I'm mad at God. All I wanted all this time, blah, blah, blah. And you got to talk to God. Listen, y'all talk to God. Don't be fake. He know what you're feeling. Go ahead on it.
Exactly. You got to be real with talk.
Right. Be real with him. So I was talking to him, and he said, this thing, man, changed my life. Saved me. It saved my life. He said, God spoke to me. He said, if I told you why, would it matter?
Wow.
He said, if I told you why, would it change it? And I answered him. I said, nope.
Wow.
No. And that was the day I got myself together and I balled up all that not understanding and that pain, because I never was going to understand. I was never going to understand.
Right.
I put that up and I gave it to God. I said, if I don't give this to you, I won't make it. So I said, here, you can have this. I said, and I'm done with it.
Wow. Okay.
And that's the day that I started living again.
Left it at the altar.
I left it. And even when it come back up, because it comes.
It does, right?
I'll be like, I got to remind myself, hey, we're done with that. We're done with that. We gave that away. I don't own that. That does not belong to me. You cannot, there's no return. There's no address return. You can't bring that back. You know what I mean?
That's a powerful story. I totally get that. Yeah. And like they often say, you have to, you forgive the same situation or the same person or whatever that situation is over and over again. And eventually, sometimes it may become a little easier, or you may become more accepting of it, but you do forgive it multiple times.
Oh yeah. You got to remind yourself, oh no, I'm done with that. I forgave her. I forgave him. I don't necessarily got to like you, because that's just the truth. But I can't forgive you. I can walk in love with you. You know what I mean? Like my children's father, I don't got no hate towards him. I feel bad for him. He missed out on everything. You know what I mean? He's still living. I hope he do better, because he got youngers. You know what I mean? And I was praying for him the other day, every once in a while. Now, I don't mean I don't still be mad here and there, but I just be like, you know what? We done with that. She grown. Right. I got grandbabies. Listen, God, whatever you got to do to make his life better, please do it. You know what I mean? And that's it. And I leave it.
Gotcha. And that's the second part to this question. And I kind of gave you a little insight on this off camera. But let's say that someone else is watching this video, maybe if not right now, maybe they're watching the replay. Let's say it's a 12-year-old little boy or little girl, and they're just learning about you, and they're astonished with all the facts that you just laid out in this live. And they're looking at you with their eyes all big and their mouth open with awe. And they're like, I want to be just like her when I grow up. What advice would you give them, or what kind of inspirational moment would you tell them at that 12-year-old little boy girl?
Oh man, you know what? I got 12-year-old. I probably got where I live at on my street. I got some kids. I got one little girl whose name I forget because it's a name, but she knows me and everything. I came out the one day and she was just, she was flying. She had some words, some put togethers. I said, I said, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. I said, listen, do better. I said, you're too smart to let that be your narrative. I said, you could do better. So I didn't know, because you leave it. I said, all right. She's like, okay. But she was a little upset and her friends was talking and they were still doing the thing. Yeah, dude, you know how they do.
Yeah.
But a few days later, I saw her and she said, hi. I said, hi. She said, I'm doing better. I said, all right. I said, that's my girl. So I would say to any child that you can do whatever you want to. You just have to find out what you want to do, how you want to do it. Find someone who knows how to do it and follow them. Find out what mistakes they made and don't do them. Be willing to make your own mistakes. You're going to make them. You know what I mean? But get back up when you fall. Even if you got to rest there for a moment, don't stay there because you win because you keep going. And I would say, don't be like me. Be better. Be better than me.
Okay.
Don't. Yeah, that's nice to be like you emulate someone. That's good. And we all should. I have people that I emulate. I have people that's into my life. I have a good friend. She passed. She went on to be with the Lord. She loved the Lord. Her name was Jenny. She's older than me. She saved my marriage more times than I can count.
Wow.
Yes, she could be like, you're wrong. And it wasn't everybody that could do that to me because I'm a strong woman. But her, she could get in my face, finger in the face. You're wrong. That's not what the word say. The word don't say that. Good. But, yeah, I know. Go on home. So, but she taught me to be part of who I am today. So if you have your ears on and you have your eyes open, don't follow the crowd. Be different. Be different. Don't follow the crowd. Be a leader. And if you're going to follow someone, because we all have to follow someone, pick the right people to follow.
Exactly. Copy the right cat.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. If you feel you got that thing in you where you be like, because even kids get that. I don't like that. I like the way you do that. Don't you do that? Yep.
Good advice. Good advice. I see William Britton's on. Thank you for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. So let's talk about what goals. Did you have any goals that seemed to be very astronomical at the time? Let's say about 3 to 5 years ago that you've accomplished, or that you're still working towards, or what are goals that you would like to share with us now that you would like to accomplish?
Oh, definitely. I want to open up a art studio.
Oh, okay.
I do. Okay. I want to open up an art studio of some sort. I want to teach. And I used to have people, when I would tell them I was a potter or I blew glass or I painted, you always get people to be like, man, I always wanted to do that, right? You always get that. And I want to give people the opportunity to do it.
Right. Okay.
So if I have a place where you can come, and I don't want, if there's no age barrier, there's no race barrier, there's no religious barrier, just come and learn and enjoy and get muddy, get painted on, you know what I mean? I want to have a place, and I want to have a place for our children to come and learn about art. Because art makes the world go round. We wouldn't have anything without art.
I agree.
So I want them to be able to incorporate that into their lives. I want them to do it early. I want our children to do that. There's some great Black artists that we don't know about. That at the turn of the century, not now. A lot of the masks and stuff that you see in a lot of paintings by some of the artists now, they were mimics because of Black artistry. There was a museum that was an African museum. I forget what year, my professor would be mad at me. I forget what year, but that these artists, Van Gogh and all of these type of people, they would go to this museum, and it stunk so bad because they used like hides and skins and stuff on it. So it mildew and it smelled. But they would go and they would look at these beautiful pieces. Then they would take it and they would go back and they would put it in their paintings. But they would never give credit. They wouldn't give credit. So some of the turn of century art that we have is us. We just don't know it.
Okay. Learn something new every day. Look at that. Interesting.
Yep.
I see Tracy's on. Thank you for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. But we get to this question. I kind of told you a little bit about this question before we got started, before the cameras went rolling. It's your favorite book and why. And I explained that to those who watch the show and follow the show understand why I asked this question. Some of you that are brand new may not know. I'll explain it here. I coached football, Little League football, for 7 years. And I would always tell the kids to read something, whether it's a comic book, whether it's a magazine, whether it's a chapter book, whether it's something. Just engage your mind. grow your vocabulary, work on your grammar, something, read something, exercise your mind. And they get tired of hearing it from me. It's like preaching to the choir when they hear it from me. So I like to ask the guests what your favorite book is and why. So when they hear it, like you said, you may touch that one person that I can't.
Right. One of my favorite books from school that stuck with me is, it's a weird book. It's Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was so gripping. I remember being lost in the book. Like, oh my God, are they going to catch him? Duck down, hide. Don't let them get you. And I still have that same feeling, like when I read up on it a little bit. And it was about book burning and about ideology and how to keep people trapped without learning. So we got to burn these books, because if we do, it's going to get out and they're going to learn. You know what I mean? So I love that. And the main character, watching him go through his process of, he was one of the book burners. He was one of the people. So he was one of the people that did the stuff, but then he started interacting with the people and the children and the books and stuff and the ideas. And he was right, because if you can get a thought in somebody, it will change them. And he started questioning, well, maybe we're wrong. Maybe, so he went through that process, and that, I won't spoil the end, but I was great to tell what happened. I won't spoil
me on the edge of my seat. It sounds pretty good.
It's a great book. And it's just, you watch people fight with themselves. Our biggest adversary is us.
It is.
Fighting with yourself to do better, to be better, to accomplish goals, to not be stagnant, to not be broken, to not be cast down and destroyed, to not be a stereotype or a statistic, or to stay that, even if we are to be defined by that. You know what I mean? Yes, I stereotypically or statistically, I was a single parent with 2 kids and on welfare and this and that, and still going through things and systems, but the truth is, I'm not defined by those things. That's not who I am. That's just what I had to do to keep making it till I got here. So every day, I don't want to be the person I went to sleep as the day before. I want to wake up fresh. I want to wake up new. I want to have new ideas. I want to have new dreams. I want to pursue those things. The Bible talks about some dying in faith, right? Before they see the vision. They never got to see it.
Right.
I want to be empty when I leave here. And if not, I want to be chasing it. You know what I'm saying? And my chase might not be somebody else's chase. I might be the tortoise to your hair. You might be running faster than me, but I'm on that track. I'm on that track. You ain't gonna get me off that track. It might take me longer to do that mile, but I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? I just started walking a few weeks ago. I had some issues with my legs last year. I had weight loss surgery. I'm down some pounds so I can walk.
Okay.
I could walk before. I couldn't do two blocks.
Wow.
My knees hurt so bad. And the pain was so bad, but I wouldn't tell people. I just keep moving. You know what I mean? Because that's how we do. And I can walk a mile in about 21 minutes.
Okay.
And when I hit a mile and I got my earphones on and my mile marker be like, you reached a mile. Your foot pace has been blah, blah, blah. Listen, I do my whole power to the people stance. I'm like, yes, hit that mile. And then my goal is to hit that 2 miles and knock that time back. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't like it. Sometimes I'll be like, oh God, I don't want to walk. But I get out there and I'll be like, man, 3 months ago, I couldn't do this. So it's worth it.
All about that growth. And I like what you said. Basically, you said that you each day you like to wake up and be a better version of yourself. And always. That's right.
Because that version died. I remember Will Smith and Jada, one time they said, it stuck with me. I love little things that stick with me. They were talking about them. They asked them, well, how y'all marriage, how y'all keep doing? And one of them said, listen, they said, when we had kids, we had to put to death that part of my life. They said we couldn't live there no more because we wasn't that no more. We had to learn a whole new part of life. So now I'm like, all right, but what I got to kill? You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't kill some things, then it becomes a parasite to your life. It's living off of you instead of making you live. And I don't need any parasites. I need something that's going to help me live,
Right.
And breathe life into me, not take life away.
Exactly. And where there is no vision, the people perish. So
That's right, brother. That's right. You better say that thing.
Because I'm just sitting here listening to you. You're inspiring me. Yeah, absolutely. You're telling
Praise
the truth.
God. Listen, that's God. It's God.
So I know we talked about a lot of different things, and I had a lot of fun talking. But is there anything else that we may have missed, or through the course of conversation, jogged your memory to anything else that you want to share with us?
What can I say? Live.
Okay.
Live your life. Breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing like that deep breath. We learned that. We're learning that in this situation. You know what I mean? But spiritually, physically, emotionally, take a breath. Don't be afraid to take care of yourself.
That's very important.
Don't be afraid. I'm married. I take care of my husband. I'm a good wife. I learned to be a better wife, but I also have to take care of Shawna. I never, ever want to sacrifice so much of me that I don't know who I am.
Right.
We won't make it. And that would be my fault. You know what I'm saying? We won't make it if I die for everything. And then I don't get enough in return. So you have to find some balance. You have to know when to be like, I'm having a me day, and it'd be okay. I'm buying me lunch. I didn't get you none. You know what I mean? Not because I didn't want to, but you already ate. Why am I buy it again? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So live, breathe. Keep living. I told my mommy, I love my mommy. I told my mom the other day, I said, Mommy, I don't want to get to God. I don't want to go early, first of all, because you can leave here before your time. I love people and I love my family. I miss my grandbabies. They're not here. I can't squeeze them. I FaceTime with them and stuff, but I don't want to get to heaven and God be like, what you doing here? You're not supposed to be here for another 15 years. And somebody else had to finish the work I was supposed to finish.
Right.
And we know that's true because Samuel, he finished David's work, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be that. I want to be empty. And then if I ain't empty, I need to turn my face to the wall and be like, God, I need some more years. Since you already did it, you preceded, you did it, you said it in the Bible. I need some more years. I ain't done yet. I need to finish what I started. So finish what you started. Don't quit. Know that you are more than enough, that God has you here for purpose and destiny. No matter what you've been through, it's not your end, it's your beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's your beginning, your next day to breathe. You wake up, you good. You got a chance.
Right. I like that. That's beautiful. I like that a lot. That reminds me a lot. Like Les Brown has a saying, and it reminded me of his saying that he says, live full and die empty. And that's one of the sayings that stuck with me also. Like you gotta live to the fullest, and when you leave this world, make sure that you get done everything that you're supposed to get done.
Yes, do it. I mean, why not? And that's what I mean. Like, you gotta know, I told my husband, I said, babe, I think this morning tea thing is it. I do. It just resonates within me. You know what I'm saying? And I pray about it. I'm studying for it. I'm in my word. I'm like, what's that scripture saying? Okay, no, what would it mean? You know what I mean? Like today, I talked about the man at Bethesda, and it's so many things in there and stuff, and he was just waiting. And he wanted somebody to help. He had given, I'm sure he had sold, he had helped other people. You know what I'm saying? But he was looking for something that he couldn't find in them because he was looking in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Here comes Jesus trotting along. He like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you winning? He was like, ain't nobody here to help me. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna help you. He's like, be healed. And he had to get in the water. He said, I'm the water.
Exactly.
Take your drink. I'm the water. You all right. Get on up. Take this bed with you and walk. So, sometimes we got to carry that stuff for a little while. We got to carry not being enough. We got to carry not having enough. We got to carry not loving enough. We carry that bed with us for a little bit till we be like, you know what? I don't need that no more. I'm good. Then you can drop that thing down and now you can help somebody else. Be like, hey, sis, you don't need to carry that no more. You can be free and free indeed. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. That's what I'm designed for.
Yeah, I see, and it comes through so easily and so eloquently. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being available and doing this live, and you gave us a lot of good information. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun too.
I did. I'm on an O.
Oh, she started off on a 2. It changed to a 1. Now she's on a 0. That's what
I'm on a 0.
I'm talking about. Okay, outstanding day.
Yes.
She got right there in the bubble. Nothing can penetrate that bubble. She's right there in the middle of it. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad to do this show. And Shawna, I do this show because I put on to put on. And I say that to say this, let me know how I can help you. And by that, I'm saying, if you have a business, if you have a product, if you have a positive message that you're looking for a platform to get that information out there and share it to the world, let me know. Inbox me, text me, get a hold of me, tap me on the shoulder if you see me. Let me know. Somehow we will get you. I will get you in the lab. If it's not face to face like the old way, we will do it live stream because we're in this social distance, but we will get it done and we will get that information out there. So like I said, if you have a business, if you have a product, if you have a positive message that you want to get, use the platform to get that information out there, let me know and we'll get you on the show. Shawna, I got a special guest next week. You know who the special guest is?
Who?
You got to tune in and see.
All right, good one. I'll be here.
Good. I'll be tuning in to your morning tea also.
All right.
This is the part of the show where I give you the special gift, but you already have it.
Yes.
So hopefully you didn't peek. But yeah,
I promise. I did not peek. Can I open it now?
Please, it's totally up to you.
All right. No, yeah. True. Yes. All right. Yes, March 4th. I like that.
Oh, thank
I
you.
like that title.
Yeah.
That's a good title. Oh, yes. I got some more water.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I got to hide these from my husband. Got to hide it from my husband.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll give him one. I'll give him one. Oh, yes. Thank you. Right on the fridge.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Got some
Listen.
other healthy product. We got more than just water.
Yes, this right here. I need this. This meal replacement. This 20. I'm trying to hit my protein every day. I miss every day. So this is gonna help me out.
That'll help you.
Yes.
See, there we go. Blessing in
indeed.
disguise.
All right.
And some other little trinkets in there. Absolutely. I see Lance is on. Thank you for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. But yeah,
Yes.
that's for you. I appreciate it. Yeah. I hope you like it. I hope you use it. Let me know what you think about it when they're all done. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. I want you guys to evolve so hard, and I want you to live your life with the purpose. We say that all the time. I want you to tag, like, and share this live. If it doesn't benefit you, it may benefit somebody else who you have no idea who it could touch or hit. And we're trying to change the world. We're trying to have a more positive world, a more beneficial world, trying to get information out there. So that's why we do these lives like this. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker. We got one more thing we got to do before we end the show. Shawna, what we have to do?
We got to do it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay clean, stay healthy. Peace.